Good afternoon, everyone. Let's see. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Cedar Creek Art Studios here in Warren, Ohio. I want to thank y'all for joining me today. Today I am going to do a snowman. This is probably going to be like the last winter-ish design that I'm going to do this year. Because I'm going to move on to spring. Spring. So when you get in, please say hello. Let me know you're here. And I am going to get started. I'm going to tip y'all down here. I rearranged my camera, so I'm hoping, yeah, that this will be a real good angle. So, I'm going to start with some golden brown here. And some white. And some hello yellow. And I'm not seeing it. Oh, there we go. Hey, buddy. How you doing, Beck? Oh, thank you. Hi, Brenda. Welcome. Hey, Alada. Come on, yellow. There we go. Okay. And I am going to start with a 1-inch chip brush. I know I can't see comments up there. Oh, well. And I am going to take some of this golden brown, some white, and some yellow. And I'm just going to kind of get a background going here. And I'm going to put a little bit more white up in there. And some yellow. And I'm not really doing any, special stroke. Just kind of, almost like figurating it. Just to, get it all to blend in real nice. A little bit of white in there. And, you saw that I did not rinse my brush at any point. A little more yellow down in here. And I'm looking for coverage, and that's basically all that I'm looking for. Hang on right here, because it's wiggling on me. I hope everybody is having a good day. I am, after I get done here, there's a couple things I have to do. A little more yellow over through here and there. And we have our background done. So I'm gonna hit it with this. I am trying to, hey Marianne, hey Mandy, hey Dawn. I am redoing my website for the third time. And I want to make an apron with my Cricut because I keep ruining my shirts. So those are a couple things that I have on the agenda for today. Okay, so I'm gonna start by, hey Vicky, how are you, honey? I haven't seen you in a while. Start up here, and this is just chalk I'm using. I like to use chalk because, well, if you don't like what you do, you can erase it. And when you paint over it, it just, the paint just disappears. Or the chalk just disappears in the paint. So I'm going to give this guy a nice big head and a short squatty body. And then up over here, I'm going to have like a vine thing with a heart. So, we got the basics down here. And I'm going to start making a mess. Excuse me. I'm going to start with this hat. And right now I'm just doing the base coat of everything. And then I'll come back and do some shading and highlighting and all that kind of good stuff. Now, if per se you needed a pattern to do this, you would start out with, you'd still do your background, and then you would come back with the pattern on top of graphite paper. And you would trace the design on here. I don't always even use chalk. A lot of times I just kind of wing what I'm doing and just go for it. But sometimes when I'm winging it, I will add, you know, like, I'll go, okay, well, I need a guide. So I will pull out a piece of chalk and draw. See, now, see, I didn't like where I ended there, so I'm bringing this down right over the chalk. You know, and like I said, I will, if I don't like what I do with the chalk, I can just take some water and take it off. So it's no big deal that I have chalk marks on it. nose is running. Ugh. I have been fighting this sinus thing for a couple weeks there. Hey, Patty, how are you? And guys, I'm sorry that you hear my phone in the background, but every time that I silence it, I forget to turn it back on. And then I miss phone calls and messages and wonder why nobody's talking to me for days. So it's why I'm leaving it on. Ugh. You're waiting for the snow. Ugh. I'm waiting for snow too, but I don't know when it's coming because it sure hasn't. We've gotten a little here and there, but nothing really to speak of. Nothing major anyways. I'm not real crazy about the ice, but I do love the snow a lot. It makes everything look so clean and fresh. Till it's been around for a while and then it's all mucky and dirty. Man, I don't like it so much, but... And I'm not real crazy about driving in it anymore because it's been so long since I've really, well, since I lived in New York, that I've had to deal with any snow or anything. I'm going to let that dry a little bit. And I'm going to grab some nutmeg. And a liner brush here. And I'm a turner. And then I am gonna like kinda make some wispy vines. Kind of like grapevines or whatever. I'm gonna do the same thing over here. I don't want it to be all like uniform. I want it, you know, kind of like what branches or vines would be like if they were growing on a pole or whatever. And I'm going down the middle here to give it more of a base. And just kind of get a few wispy ones that are sticking out. Coming up. Hither and dither. This is based off of a Jamie Mills Price painting. Red here. A little bit of green. Where's Chris today? I don't know. I watched her live and she did say something about doing something else with her Cricut. So she's probably caught up in her own thing today. Got paint all over my hands. Okay. And I'm going to use my liner brush again because I'm just going to like put a couple leaves, leaf-like marks here and there. No rhyme, no reason, just it is what it is. Put a couple down here and give it a little color, I guess. Then I'm going to take the back of my brush and put in a few berries. A little added oomph-a-doomph. And again, these are just kind of random wherever I decide to throw a couple in. Okay. Make sure I rinse that. Now I'm going to give this a little bit more, a second coat, third coat, whatever it is. This is real blue. And I'm going to dip my brush in the white. And the tip in the blue. And as you blend it back and forth, like this, you're getting it to meld better. Hey, Chris. Beautiful, beautiful project today. Absolutely gorgeous. I have an apron ready to cricket after this. I'm going to get a little float here. And you can see how the float is helping to move the paint. Oh, it's okay. I think I just got paint on my face. If your paint is drying too quick, what the heck is that? Bubble. If your paint is drying too quick, float will re-wet it and help you to move it around where you need it to move. It's very useful in blending. Yep, a Valentine's Day snowman. Well, it's not quite. It's really actually just the beginning of winter, so I didn't want to move too fast and start doing spring. So I figured I would do a Valentine's Day snowman. Okay, now I am going to take some red and a little bit of black and get it a real deep red. Excuse me. And I need a smaller brush. No. There we go. Nope, that brush is wonky donkey donkey. He's going to have a heart nose. Yes, it is the beginning of winter. We have a long way to go before spring. I don't know. I've been wanting to paint more birds. I don't know. I'm on a bird kick. So I was thinking of doing like some chickadees and I don't know if I was going to do it later, but maybe I can. If I do it live, it won't be till tonight I'll do it. I really need to get my act going with finishing up my website, because I'm making a members area there. And I need to get it finished setting up. Make sure that's dry. I don't want to drip. Do. 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 Oh, he needs. Still wet. Oh, yeah, that would be a lot, huh? We need to give him some. Oh, this brush is still wet. Little, what are we going to call it? We'll call it hair. Pine bough hair. Gotta give him a couple berries in there too. Thank you, Marianne. Thank you. You know, guys, I decided I was going to start journaling this year. So back in, I believe it was November, I bought a journal. And it has been on this desk since November. Guess what? I can't find the journal. I was, you know, like, I'm going to journal about painting, about, you know, just different things. Yeah, it isn't working out too well. All right. I'm going to give this guy a vest. This is Blue Bonnet. Well, not a vest, a cape. Come out. And not that much, but, you know, I'm... And let's see, what other colors will we do with it? We'll do some blue, and we'll do some... green sea. And crimson red. Excuse me. I don't know. That's good for now. I'm just gonna start by kind of making like quilt blocks. Do green one. And we'll do and a darker green. I'm gonna make these smaller. I changed my mind, which is nothing new. Do another green down there. You have for at least 40 years now. What did I miss? What? Oh, you've journaled for... well, you know, like I said, I was going to, and I will once I find it. But I gotta figure out where I put it. Let's get turquoise? Where's turquoise? Well, we could use that color. It's pretty too. Alright, this is... Thank you, ladies. This says it's turquoise, and this one says it's island blue. So we'll see. This needs to be a little bit darker. And let's do that, and then let's put that over here too. I'm going to hit this with the dryer. I like these little, can't you see it? These little clippy things. It's keeping my cords and stuff out of the way. Alright, while I'm gonna leave that for a minute there. And I'm gonna start tapping in some snow. Around here. Thank you, Dawn. Gotta have some snow on the ground. Tap it around here. Just to give it some interest. Don't want it all like filled in. And I'm going to take a little float. Little too much. It's okay, I can pick it. Come back. Do a little bit more tapping. Now, this is where I like to use float versus water. Because if you get too much water on your brush, you saw what happens. It puddles and leaks and put some snow. On the top of his hat while I'm waiting for this to dry some more. Put a little bit on the brim. A bistro restaurant in town. That is awesome, Dawn. That is so awesome. Congratulations, girl. Congrats, congrats. Oh, excuse me. My stomach's like, roar. Oh, man. Let me tell you. The medicine that I was taking for my arthritis was killing my stomach. It got to the point where I didn't even want to eat. It hurt when I didn't eat, and it hurt worse when I did eat, and oh, it was horrible. Well, it's finally starting to calm down. Unfortunately, my arthritis is like, hey, did you forget about me? But it's like, too bad I'm not, I would rather not take it than have my stomach hurt like that. I'll deal with my knee and my back and suck it up, Buttercup. Yeah, I felt crummy for a couple weeks. And I am a coffee drinker. I drink coffee like all day long. And then at night I switched to tea. I was 1, maybe 2 cups of coffee I've been drinking. It's like, yeah, that is. Alright, I gotta hit this with the dryer again. Now, first, I'm going to add around the edges black where it would have been. This is all going to get stitched marked. Ooh, I will try that. Because holy cow. My stomach hurt so bad. I was miserable. I didn't want to eat. I didn't want to do anything. Now I'm just going to add like, you know what, let me move this. So this is an acrylic paint marker. Fine Life. Okay, and I'm going to come through here and add stitches through these. I forgot to do this one. Sheesh. And then let's see. Let's do just random designs. Let's do snowflake. snowflake here. Let's see. Stripes. Let's do a wavy. Where do I get these from? I got these at Ollie's. But I've seen them on Amazon. Where else have I seen them? I know you can get them at Michael's. You can get them at let's see, Michael's. Just about any craft store would have them. Oh, yeah. Where do you get that, Don? Where do you get the turmeric? Little silver. And there. I love these paint pens. Now I know his face is dry, so I am safe to put some blush on his cheeks. Put a little. And we are almost done, guys. I need to give them some arms. Dry this so I don't make a mess. A little snow on his arms. And let's see. hearts. Give him a couple buttons. And we'll, wait a minute. Forgot. And there we go. Thank you, Donna. Okay, thank you. I'll have to check that out. So, there you have it, guys. A Valentine's Day fatty snowman. And, like, I could do this, too. Let's see. Do you want to do... Yeah, let's do... Add some fringe. All around the bottom here. Just for a little added oomph-a-da-doomph. Sometimes it's a little... the little details that give it a little extra zing. Stick my finger in the thing. See, now this is where, oh, nice going. Float, like I just made a mess right there. So I'll just take the float and get it, the paint real wet. I have a baby wipe. And I can get it off of there. And then I'm going to have to come back and just pull in a little bit of white again. And it's all fixed. Thank you, Patty. And the very last thing you do when you finish your painting is you sign your name. Or you use your initials. Or whatever you decide to do. I do both. You decide where you're going to put it, and you are done. There we go. Thank you all for joining me today. I do so appreciate it. I will be back tomorrow evening, I think. My calendar's buried. But I do appreciate each and every one of you. Dawn, I was thinking about that. I was thinking about putting a little cardinal up there. And I may do it in a little bit. But I want to thank you guys. I do appreciate each and every one of you. Hopefully I will have everything all set on my website for the members where they can go in and pick a previous design that I've done, and they can work on that. One of the benefits of being a member. So, thank you all. Have a wonderful day, and I will see you soon. Mwah! I love you all.